Hi! I have not been on YouTube for a hot minute, and for that I apologize. I feel like I do this all the time. I put a video out and then 2 weeks later I put another video and then I disappear for like 3-4 months. I am back because I have things to do today and I thought, you know what, why not do a get ready with me and go back to the good old days of YouTube where I just kind of sat down and did my makeup and talk, which I tend to do a lot anyway. I'm gonna try to make it all drugstore makeup that's available in Brunei because I know that it is really hard to get products that are available. We have a limited amount of products in Brunei, so all of these things that I'm using in today's video is available at Guardian, Paloma, Body Shop, etc. I'm gonna be trying out the new Catrice, it's not new, but it's new to me. It's the new Catrice True Skin in the shade Warm Olive, 39 Warm Olive, which was like the darkest one there, and I definitely know they go darker. Enough chatting, let's get started. I have done my brows. Obviously, I actually did a TikTok tutorial on how I do my brows. Go check that out on my TikTok if you want to, it's my name. And for my base, I'm using the Essence Prime Studio Protecting and Skin Perfecting Primer. This one has SPF 20. I already applied my sunscreen, but you know what? It's okay to have a little bit more protection for your skin. A lot of these products I actually bring to the office when I do my makeup. As I'm out and about and you need that protection against the sun. It makes my skin look really pink on camera though, wow. Anyway, how are you? How are you doing? I hope you are doing fantastic. It's almost halfway through 2021. Can you believe it? Because I can't, and I say that all the time, but I cannot believe we are halfway through 2021 already. It feels like a complete fever dream, and the past 6 months have been really weird. Not weird, it's been a little busy. I think I've just been surprisingly busy in a good way, in a way that I enjoy. So let's talk a little bit about that. I'm gonna take the foundation, which is a hydrating foundation with hyaluronic acid and watermelon seed oil. It's supposed to be medium to full coverage. I did watch a few makeup reviews on it. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put it in my little makeup palette. I think it got on my book. On a plus side, it does look like my shade. What was I saying? You can tell I have not done a video in a while. Anyway, I'm taking about this amount. Probably just start applying it on my face. It was either this or number 20 because number 20 did look like my shade, but then knowing how Catrice goes, I thought it would be easier if I did one shade darker, especially if I wanted this to be my like on-camera foundation. It looks like one shade darker. I don't mind that at all. So I mentioned in the last video that I started working. I got a job as a legal officer, so now I work a 9 to 5, which is nice. It makes me feel like a sense of normalcy after last year where I was working, but it wasn't really a standard job where I was, you know, I had office hours. It was just when I woke up I had to do this thing or that thing. And now that I'm working a 9 to 5, it's actually been really nice. I actually really enjoy it. I say this because I didn't really think I would even enjoy law anymore after graduation. I genuinely thought, you know, law wasn't my thing. I was like, I don't want to do this as a job. You know what, do maybe some other stuff. But then getting into corporate law and having a very nice workforce and team makes me feel really nice. It makes me feel like I'm actually doing work that makes me feel good, first and foremost. Is this foundation too dark for me? That's my question. Haha, I don't think so. I tend to have the problem with Brunei foundations where it's too light for me now that I've kind of embraced my tanner complexion. So maybe choosing the darkest foundation for this one wasn't the best idea. But the alternative was number 20, and while it did look like my shade, I knew that the way that it looked on the bottle was probably not the way that was gonna look on my skin. Going back to it, yeah, I'm working 9 to 5, but I'm still doing DJing on Pelangi 91.4 and 91.0 FM if you are tuning in on Saturdays or Mondays or Wednesdays. I usually mention on my Instagram when I'm live on air. And I've been writing as well. I got hired to write a show called I Want to Be Famous with Lailatul Shazanas, which is coming out very soon, and I'm really excited for you guys to watch it. It has an amazing cast, amazing crew, and I got to work with Izzy and Iqbal, who are such great writers, and they have a really clear vision of the story. And when you're working as a writer, it's always great to have a producer who knows what he wants, which is fantastic, because then I got to co-write the script for maybe 2-3 weeks, like all the pre-planning, all the drafts, and then now we finally finished filming maybe the first week of this month. Not gonna lie, it does look a little bit tan on camera. I don't think this is a bad thing though. I feel like I just stick this to like my on-camera foundation rather than an everyday foundation. That being said, it looks amazing. It blends so well. I think I'll just lighten it up with some concealer. For concealer, I'm taking the Essence Camouflage Matte Concealer in the shade 30 Light Honey. I'm actually gonna mix it up together with the Maybelline Fit Me, because this is nice, it just doesn't have the fullest coverage that I want today. Usually for my concealers, because I have really dark under eyes, I do look for coverage, and this is great for every day. Maybe around my mouth area as well. Am I putting too much concealer? Yes. Do I care? No. But working a 9 to 5, having 2-3 jobs on end, and I'm also starting the second season of Future Wave, I've kind of realized, you know, becoming an adult sometimes, where I don't have as much free time as I did after my A-levels or during uni. I have to make that choice of what is important to me, what makes me feel important. And that doesn't mean YouTube took a backseat, it just meant I had to choose carefully about what I value now, especially as a adult woman, which I am. Didn't think that would happen. Like, I think about where I was, you know, 2 years ago or 3 years ago, where admittedly I did have more free time than I do now. I didn't use it wisely, I'll tell you that. But I got to spend that free time with my friends, and now they're all doing their own thing, which is amazing, and I miss them. And now I'm doing my own thing, and I have a job, and I have other prior commitments, and so sometimes other things and other priorities have to take precedence over others. When you're working, you kind of have to choose between your job over your creative stuff sometimes. Actually, it doesn't look that bad. The coverage is nice though. I guess for me, having a lot of work, which I'm very grateful for, you know, I get to afford things that I can, and I have a sense of normalcy in my life that I didn't really think I could have. I feel eternally grateful that I get to do so many projects and really enjoy the life that I'm living now. It also means that, you know, sometimes I do have to work on other stuff instead of YouTube, and that doesn't mean I'm gonna quit, clearly, because I'm making a YouTube video after 3 months. It just means that sometimes you will see me a little bit less, and that is okay. I'm gonna take the same concealer, this time in a different shade. This is in the shade 70 Dark Caramel, and I'm using it to kind of bronze up and contour my face. That much and that much. Perfect. While I still love YouTube and I watch YouTube videos basically every morning when I get ready, I watch YouTube during my lunch hours. Not gonna lie, other platforms have definitely piqued my interest. I stopped watching TikTok maybe last year, halfway through last year, but then I kind of reinvigorated my love for it when I started watching a few more fun, enjoyable content. So I started posting more on TikTok as well during Raya. But if you want to check me out on TikTok, you're more than welcome to. I also do makeup videos and transition stuff, which I just learned how to do. My sister had to teach me how to do it properly, so thank you, Aisha. The contour is coming out really nicely. Whatever's left over, I'm just applying that to the center of my forehead. And then for highlight, I'm taking the Body Shop Drops of Gold Illuminating Drops of Gold. It's Body Shop. It gives me a really nice golden glow. Makes me look like I have actually gotten a little bit of a tan when I'm in Brunei. Like I sunbathe and I go to the beach and I enjoy things like that. Anywhere that I put concealer, I'm gonna set it with the Catrice Nude Illusion Loose Powder in Transparent Matte. Make sure the under eye is blended and just press that into my skin. Base is all good. I don't have an eyeshadow primer from Brunei. I'm gonna cheat a little and use my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow primer. If you don't have an eyeshadow primer, concealer will just do fine. Sometimes I use my concealers, especially if I'm a little bit too lazy and I want to be quick with my makeup. What else has been happening in my life that I can kind of chat to you about? My life lately has been really, it feels more grounded, and as somebody who admittedly has a history of self-sabotage, feels like she doesn't deserve happiness. It's been really fun and nice and comforting to actually take the time to enjoy and feel grounded in myself and the people I'm surrounded by. Just taking a step away from social media and just focusing on what I love to do, which usually is work. Or, you know, just living life as one should in their life. I was gonna say mid-20s, but I'm not mid-20s yet. I am still 23. I am still early 20s. Enough with the sappiness. I'm gonna be taking the Essence Daily Dose of Energy palette. A lot of this is from Catrice and Essence, and to be honest, they're actually really good. And I know people know they're good because their products are always sold out. This is a 9 eyeshadow palette. It's not named, but I think I'm gonna keep the look really simple and just take this shade and just blend it into my crease. But going back into talking about, I don't think the word is happy or satisfied. I think it's just being at peace right now. Not necessarily feeling like I have to constantly do stuff to feel like a person, which is something I struggled with when I was younger, and I felt like I had to do so many things. And now I can just kind of sit back and do my own stuff without necessarily feeling that pressure that I put on myself. And that has been really, really, really nice. I don't know if you struggle with this as well, but you know, sometimes it's really hard to say no, and sometimes it's hard to let go of things if it's not perfect, and you always want everything to be perfect, and that's the Virgo perceptionist in me. And so I've been trying to practice self-gratitude and being okay if things aren't perfect, like this eyeshadow blend. So I'm packing it on the lid like so, which will give us like a really nice base for the rest of the shadow. Is there anything that you guys want to know about my life? Do you want more vlogs? I'm really bad at vlogs. Every single time I try to make a vlog, I feel like I'm so awkward in them and I don't know what to talk about. Everyone around me is just making fun of me when I film on my camera, which fair enough, it is a very funny sight. But let me know if you guys want any more vlogs, because I do enjoy making them. It's just, I have to get over my fear of recording in public. I'm gonna take this red shade right here and apply it in the outer corners. I'll say this though, it's a nice eyeshadow palette, especially for a beginner, but the shadows itself can be a little patchy, just like that. Then you can see some patches over there. Taking a blending brush and just blend it all out. And then, just for a little bit more oomph, I'm taking, should I take this shade or should I take this shade? I'll take this gold. And I'll just place that on the center of my lid. It's very sheer. I'm gonna use my finger. I'm gonna take the red eyeshadow and just brush it underneath my eye. Sorry, I'm not really talking while I do my eyeshadow. It's usually very quiet when I do it. When I do my makeup, it's usually very quiet. I listen to like podcasts because I'm that bitch. It's kind of like rounding out your eye almost. That being said, now we're gonna be creating a small wing. This is the Essence Long Lasting Eyes Pencil in the shade Lucky Lead. And I'm gonna create like a really small wing while I tightline my eyes. I don't wanna poke your eye out, so please be careful. Adding the smallest smudged wing on the outer corners, like 1/3 of my outer corner, just like that, and that's it. I'm taking an angled brush like this one, and the dark brown shade. I'm just gonna smoke out the wing. I don't know, the more that I think about it, the more that I realize how much I've kind of, not necessarily outgrown YouTube, but how much I want to do so many things on YouTube, and I know the algorithm wouldn't like it, it wouldn't match my niche and things, and that's okay. I feel like YouTube should be my own space where I get to explore my own interests, practice video editing and all this kind of stuff. And this channel has and will always be my channel, and it should be a reflection of the things that I enjoy and the person that I am at the moment that I make the video. So the person that you see now at 23, still doing her makeup, completely re-dyed, very nice hair, is gonna be different from the person that you saw 3 years ago. I don't recognize that person. I don't even have the same ring light that I use. I'm gonna take my Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in Snow Queen and just applying it on my waterline. I do this all the time, and I know people are like, use a nude pencil, yeah, don't put any eyeliner, but honestly it just works so well with my eyes. I love how it makes my eyes look bigger and brighter, and it's cheap too. See, look at how the eyes look with the eyeliner on. Oh. I'm actually going to try, well, it's not trying, I've had these for a while. This is actually just one eyelash, but I cut them in half. I think these are from Wispy's HQ. I'll link it down below. I got them at Melanie, the cube shop at Mang Layet. Is it Mang Layet or Gadong? It's from Gadong Central. I'm gonna apply these and I will be right back. Lashes are applied. Look at how nice that looks. Gives my eyes a little bit of a oomph look, you know? This is the Essence, the highlighter. It's in the shade Hypnotic. I'm not gonna apply too much. I'm just adding it into my inner corner. I'll do a little bit on my nose as well, just because I didn't really do anything with my nose yet. Is there anything else that's been interesting in my life lately? Not particularly. Anyway, I need a blush. This is Essence, the blush in Breathtaking. What was I saying? I was saying about how I, more often than not, I see my YouTube channel not as like a way to grow my platform now, because honestly it's fine if it doesn't, it's great if it does, but it's not something that I'm really thinking about anymore. Rather, I kind of use this platform as kind of like a digital space where I see people grow and how we've kind of changed as people. How I was, like I said, when I was younger is extremely different from who I am now. I like to think I'm happier now. I like to think I'm more confident, and I think people can tell. I'm gonna do that TikTok thing, and I'm gonna apply like a lot of blush on my nose area. The problem is I have to then contour my nose, because then it just looks a bit wide, you know? And though I did say I wasn't gonna contour my cheeks, I am gonna contour my nose. I don't do it often, but when I do, it looks so nice and snatched. Is that still in with the lingo? Taking the Maybelline Fit Me powder in, I don't know what shade this is. I think it's in the shade 350 Caramel. This is a powder, but I use it as a bronzer / contour just because it looks so nice on the skin. And it actually holds up pretty well. By comparison to a lot of other like powders I've tried, this one really holds up. And for the lips, I'm taking the Dewi Chic Feeling Cool shade 50. This is a really nice red. It's from Wonderlab, if you guys are thinking, and it's one of my favorite purchases from them. I just think it looks so good on the skin. That is just the right amount. Then I take my finger and I blend it out. Oh, and yeah, that is it. That is the completed look. Thank you so much for joining me on this get ready with me. I don't know if I'm gonna do any more in the near future. Maybe I'll pop in on YouTube once or twice a month. Hell, maybe even 4 times a month if I can try my best to finish editing. Always editing, that takes so long to do. That's okay, because you can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of me, or go on Instagram at BashHarry, Twitter HeyBash, or in TikTok at BashHarry. So that's about it for me. I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope I get to see you soon. My name is BashHarry, and I will see you sometime soon. Okay, bye.